Hello everyone, it is Monday the 28th of December and thought I'd put together another video, share with you folks a little bit more about my road trip that began on Friday the 19th of December, and it started off in New Mexico, and then I've been here in Pennsylvania for this whole week, and it's been good. Christmas Day was a very good day. As I talked about on Twitter, it was good to show my nieces the current status of their Hex accounts, along with both of my brothers. My one brother, the youngest one, who got married earlier this year, him and his wife were very happy with the current results of their accounts. But yesterday was kind of heavy. Actually, the past 2 days, and that is because I had reached a conclusion about something, and I'm the type of person who does a lot more thinking than talking, which is one of the reasons I like making these videos, because it's actually kind of therapeutic for me to be able to take the things that I see and put them into words and then record them, not for my own benefit, but in case anybody watching this might derive some kind of value from it also. But there's something that's been coming to me for quite a while now, several months, and I kind of had a breakthrough about it over the weekend, and but at the same time, it was, seeing all this was weighing on me. But basically, people have a tendency to say that they want something when in fact they actually want something else. And one of the reasons for that is, if people were honest and said that they wanted something else, there's a tendency to be afraid that others would perceive them as being selfish. So in order to hide themselves from being exposed, they say they want something when in fact they actually want something else. And one of the effects of that kind of behavior is really just a net loss for the whole world, because dishonesty doesn't benefit anybody. Now, I know people will go to college and they'll be educated to learn how to create excuses to justify dishonest behavior. But in the real world, that doesn't really work. It doesn't, like I said, it does not benefit anybody. And that's just one more reason that I'm thankful for Hex, because Hex is built to reward honest behavior. People will say, for example, oh yeah, I'd like to have a really high share rate so I can get a lot of interest, and get the mad gains. But when they're not honest, they're not going to follow through with their time commitments if they stake, for example, for 10 years and get the maximum share rate. Those are the kind of people that are likely to emergency end stake. And when people do that, the stakers benefit from that. The system was set up to work that way. And that's one of the reasons I knew that Hex was going to succeed, because things that reward good behavior while punishing dishonest and bad behavior is just a net positive for everybody. So, anyway, that was just something that has been unfolding to me. But one of the things that I did as a result of coming to this conclusion about human behavior was to get an app on my phone that I never thought that I would actually get. When I first moved to Arizona 5 years ago, actually 6 years ago now, the lady who offered to let me stay at her house while I looked for work and my own place to live, her daughter had a bunch of friends over one night, and I was talking with them and stuff, and this one girl suggested that I get this app, and I'm just like, I don't think that would work for me. Too peculiar. But despite that, I signed up on something called Tinder last night. That's a dating app if you don't know. So I was visiting with my mom this morning, and I told her about all this, and she was like, aren't you worried about gold diggers? Because I've shown her the Staker app on my phone, so she knows exactly the dollar value of my Hex account. And I was just like, no, Mom. I look at it this way. If a woman is willing to cultivate the necessary character in order to endure being with a man who has the truth, then as far as I'm concerned, she's entitled to all the gold she wants, and I'd be more than happy to provide it to her. And my mom just kind of looked at me like I was broadcasting from another dimension. So, but really, because of all that, I practically felt like I was ready to leave yesterday and just get on with this trip, because from here I'm going to be visiting with Hexicans, and I'm looking forward to that. But I did not leave yesterday because I had an appointment today with a dear friend of mine who owns a restaurant in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania, which is in Chester County, and his restaurant isn't very far from the Downingtown exit of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. We've known each other for several years, and he had bought a bag of Bitcoin several years ago and didn't do anything with it, just basically sat on Coinbase all this time. Until today, we met up and showed him how to install MetaMask, how to swap Ethereum for Hex, and how to stake Hex. So he made his first stake today, and that just made my day, because right after he did that, price went up. And so my main man, Vinny Monsanto, is a Hexican. So all of you out there in the Hex community, if you're ever traveling through Pennsylvania, southeast Pennsylvania, look up Monsanto Brothers on the internet and be sure to stop in there and get something to eat. Vinny's a chef. He can make anything. The menu is predominantly sandwiches, but he does catering and does specialty dinners on occasion. Just great guy, great business. I know all three of his brothers. It's inevitable that one of his other brothers is going to become a Hexican too, because we were talking about that when I first got here. So, yeah, anything any of you can do to show Vinny some love, say hi on his Facebook page, whatever, it would be great. And so that's another one of the reasons I'm making a video right now, because my day just became 100% better. and it's only going to get better day after day from here. And I'm leaving early in the morning and heading to Michigan. Looking forward to meeting up with Johnny Chaos and possibly Crypto Coffee at the same time, if not separately. Granted, coffee is available. Talk to Johnny, and he's expecting me to be in his neighborhood, so we'll see what happens. It'd be cool if we did a live stream, but whatever. So, other than that, that's about the only updates I have for now on this particular part of the trip. So, also, I got contacted by Maddie Allen. I've been invited to participate in the first Hex online conference. So, looks like I'm going to be on day 1, hour 2. So when I get back to Arizona, I gotta work on going someplace where I can actually participate. So, because my home internet's not going to cut it. But anyway, I'll deal with that when I get back there. Until then, the rest of you, have a Happy New Year if I do not get online before then. And let's take no prisoners in 2021. Just, as Naga says, slice them and dice them. Alrighty, y'all. Take care. Bye.